coming to you. Why do I have a why do I have a 2-star Darkhound? Never mind. Never mind. But yeah, I mean with Master I'm gonna do like a full thing, but you get 294, 5 NNM, BC. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you just do 5 melee into whatever into BC. You could just do 5 BC into 5 BC, and that does like 240, 250. So with Master, right? Where do I begin? Okay, let's start with movement. I'm gonna do like a short thing here, but cause I do plan on making one for like G suits in general. With Master, you have a run, right? It's not like any different suit like in the game where like you have a run and you have this main, right? This main kind of helps you like break your movement, because if you boost dash in the ground, you have this break animation, right? In order for you to cancel this break animation, you either want to step or you want to cancel it with an attack. Any attack. Melee, main, sub. Right? Because that just breaks your run. Also the good thing about the run animation is even though you're running, you can cancel at any moment to a block. This is why you see me a lot of times just go for the rerun, because it's much safer. And because of you can cancel the run into a step, it kind of like helps you avoid stuff. You can like chase people and avoid stuff at the same time. You see me doing this a lot too, like step into main, because it also covers kind of like attacking too. Like you can cancel into that basically. Like I can, if you see me there, I also cancelled it from Overheat. So let's see, you're in Overheat, right? You do main, you automatically, after the main is done, you automatically recover your boost. No matter what your boost gauge is at. This is only for break cancelling. So if I break cancel here with the main, then that works. But if I do anything else, I'll be in Overheat. For example, if I'm in Overheat and I do a step, I'll be in Overheat. Like right there, see that? I kinda slowly kinda just get off the ground. Yeah, like right there. Like you wanna avoid that by stepping into and then break canceling immediately. That's why you see me recovering my boost immediately after that. And that's why this comes to like the thing with G2s, where like you can from a hop you can rerun like right there, and that's where like your approaches and your kind of like your approach to people, like how to close in on people. That's how you combine all these techniques right there. I didn't get my break cancelled there. I did it too early. Yeah, like that. I think it's actually safer to kind of just do your step, but the only issue is you have to be careful of your boost. If you're in yellow, you have to be careful not to overheat. Yeah, like right there. Because if I just do a step, whoops. If I do a step, I'll just be in overheat. Like right there. Yep, right there. That's why it's kind of beneficial. You kind of just want to just break cancel. Yeah, this suit is very, very interesting. This also applies to all the G suits, by the way. any suit with the break, most of them. Gaia is an exception. I think for the most part Gaia is an exception. Yeah, for the Jesus though, everyone has their own break cancel. Master has step into main. God has main also. You can do step into main with God as well. God fire pillar. What else? So that's your movement, right? Let's see. You have. So yeah, let's go over his tools, right? Main, 2 shots. So his main is very interesting actually. When it hits, if you get 1, it will stun. But if you get 2 and then another 2, and if you get 1 and then another 2, it will act as if you get 2 stuns in a row. So that's why you kind of like slip. Sometimes they just fall like that. You kind of either have to throw 1 or throw 2. Consecutively, you either throw 1 or 2. See, like that. Main and 1 and then 2. Because if you throw 1 and then 1 again, they will just fall down. You need 2 for your opponent to kind of get stuck. Either 1 or 2. But if you get to 1 and then you follow it up with another 1, they will just fall. See, like right there. In EXPS2 it's actually different. No matter what you throw, they will always stun. So you have to throw either 1, increments of 1 or 2 for you to stun them. So 2, you got stun. That also affects your red down value too. If you get 1, then you could go like this, right? Okay, let me show it this way actually. 1. That's 1. I can go for a full combo. 318, right? But if I get 2, look what happens. The darkness finger only hits 1 time, and then he automatically like slips down from the darkness finger. So that's also you have to keep in mind. That's why you see me a lot of times. I'm going for like 1. I'm confirming of 1. Darkness shot. One, 2, 3. But like you just step boost most of the time. Yeah, I mean, also for you to kind of get away from the ground. Oh yeah, I didn't mention this earlier. So you boost dash. When you boost dashing in the ground, you just run, right? But if you wanna get off the ground, you have to step. You have to step and then boost dash. I'm kind of doing it too much, but you know, you only have to do it once and then. Yeah, basically step and then. Because even though running helps you like stay safe, you have your options to kind of just be more safe with running. For chasing people, it's better for you to be off the ground. Because okay, let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I took 8 boost dashes to kind of get to Dark Hound, right? But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a lot less, right? But chase speed wise, I think it's much better. It's more beneficial. Think of it kind of like MBON, where like you kind of need to use his main sometimes to kind of just get into people. It's the same concept. You're better off chasing people off the ground than on the ground. It's situational though, so because sometimes you want to stay. If let's say this 3 bones is like staying high up, I wanna be close to the ground as much as possible, while also recovering my boost. So the only issue also with like rerun, you kind of have to get some. You can get it fairly easily off a hop. Like the timing is there, but you can't really do it close to the ground like this. It's very, very, very hard. Almost near impossible, to be honest. So you kind of like get it off a hop, for example, or if you're doing like a combo, let's say, like that. Timing is kind of hard. You kind of have to learn it. The trick to it is, once you see Master's feet touch the ground, you press C, hold, and then you do a boost dash right immediately after. Think of it as a slow boost dash. Like once I see the ground, the feet hit the ground, I hover on to C, and then boost dash right immediately after. That's how I get it. Oh, I missed it there. This is something I kind of have to like practice with this suit. So I did main, and then now sub. For his sub, he has up whip. This is 8 sub. You got 5 sub, which is like long whip. So there's different variations with this 5 sub, right? You can, if you press it right away. I didn't press anything there, so I just do sub, and you see them just stay there, and then you know, he does like the spin. But when you do sub and then press 2, it pulls them backwards. So you mainly want to do this sub into 2, sub and then 2. That's how I get this. And then from there you just do a combo. You could do into whatever combo. Mainly, yeah, it's mainly you just do that. This is really good because for like chasing people, for like Oki as well. If you want to chase people who are just kind of fly away, that's what you do. Like think of, like, let's say this Shibon is like he's pushing up, right? He's holding up, just holding C, right? Think of it like this way, yeah. That's like, it just time it where like I do 5 sub. Obviously he's just staying in the ground, but you know. It's a bit harder to time. You kind of need to know like what they're gonna do beforehand. What else? So there's mini masters. Yeah, so mini masters, you can throw one, and what happens is once you throw mini masters, they kind of act like funnels, and they target somebody, and then they you see them like with the dark hand there. He gets hit, and then what you do is the cool thing was mini masters. Once you notice that he gets hit, for example, you can do BC again, and it will stun them. So it depends on like the number of mini masters that hit. 1, I can do that. I can do that again. Because what happened there, the mini masters still were hitting the reborns. Like if you, it will retract whatever like whatever mini master was hitting at that point. Because if you do, let's say you throw like 3 more, okay? 1, 2, you wait for them to hit, and then you do BC, and then you see the stun, like right there, like that. Yeah, so I mean, mini masters are good, but the only issue is they don't have that. They don't really track well. Like people can just avoid them by just boost hopping away 2 different directions, or they can just boost dash Depending on like the speed of the suit, you can just boost dash a couple of times and then avoid it. Yeah, so that's mini masters. Now for the assists. So you have AC, 5 AC, which is Heaven Sword. Now this assist is like really good. Honestly, both assists are really good. Cause what happens is it kind of like accelerates, and you kind of confirm off it too. Depending like on where you're at, you can kind of confirm off it very easily. The other one is Funsaki. Funsaki is very good because the tracking of it is like very nice. Think of it as like Tobia assist X1s. Because if people are not looking at it, you can kind of confirm off it too. You can throw it out at like the edge of red lock, like here. Yeah, like right here. If people not looking for it and they don't step, they will get hit. Oh, oops, I messed up. Yeah, if people can just like hop away or like boost dash away, they will get hit. Because they can chase with it too, and then confirm off it. So with the assist, you can actually throw them both at the same time. You can do 5 AC into 2 AC. By the way. Boom. The thing also with Master, I think it's like the biggest thing is like knowing what combo route you want to go for. Because there's combos with him are very, I guess, situational. Oh, oops, I messed up. Depends on like what you want to do, or like depends on like how much boost you have, I should say. So if you can confirm off this, for example, you can do like that. You can do like 6B into 6B BB. If you don't have any boost, you can do this. Switch targets and then do BC, follow BC. His basic BNB is 6B BB, and then forward step into 5AB, or 6B or 8 sub. This is your basic BNB. So forward step. After that, you do forward step. So one hit of 6B, right? That's how you confirm. You do one hit of 6B. You do all three, and then either you do that 5 sub. You could do 5 sub into melee, or you could do 8 sub. So it depends. I personally like doing either this. This does a lot less damage. The only difference is like 7 or 8, I think, because this does 230. Whoa, I missed it. Hold on. Yeah, so that does 230. If I want to do forward sub, it does 225. 225 to 220, depending on their what is it? Defense, how defense modifier, or like how low they are. So that does 225. Yeah, 225. So that's basically your basic BNBs. From there, you have variants. If you can confirm from a 6B, all 3 hits, you can do this. So remember what I said about 5-2? You can cancel those into whatever you want. You could do cancel into Darkness Finger, or you could do no. So 6B, sidestep, 6B BB, 3 times, and then forward step, into 8 sub, or forward step into this 5 sub into melee. So like that. That does 230. I kind of like, sometimes it depends. I kind of like doing this variant more because it helps me in Oki. Because it kind of get you know, bounce them down, and it gives me enough time to kind of like stay close, I guess. Oh, the hill messed that up though. Yeah, so like right there, I can set up my Oki from there. So that's how basically you kind of like you choose your, what is it, the combo choice. Oh, 1v1. Aki, you wanna 1v1? Alright, we can do that, yeah. Let me just go over this real quick. What else? I think that's, for the most part, I think that's the basics, right? So this, you can do that too. This is a little more advanced, where like you Rakakon. This is like called the Rakakon. You didn't want to redeem it? I was like, oh, I could 1v1, I guess. How do I? If you didn't want to redeem it, I could refund you. Let's see. How do you refund people? Can do if you're down for it. Yeah, I'm down. I can do it. I'm just going over it because people were like, they went to master course. No, you're fine. So yeah, I'm just doing this quick like master kind of like introduction. Where was I? So yeah. So the basics, right? The most damaging, obviously, variant is you do 5 BB to jump into this aerial wave. This is basically your what is it? Your most damaging. Yeah, that's like 323. Yep. Yeah, so that's 5 BBB into 2 jump, and then you do 5 BBB into Darkness Finger. Darkness Finger, obviously, I didn't mention this, but Darkness Finger is 8 BC. It does have some armor, but it's a little bit finicky though. So that's your Rakakon too. There's 2 different variations. You can do that into 5 sub into Darkness Finger, or you could do 6 BBBB forward step, 6B into Darkness Finger. There's 2 variations of that Rakakon. You can also do that too. From a main. So from a main you could do no, that doesn't work. So 1 hit of main, right? I don't think that works. Yeah, I don't think that works. Never mind. Never mind. Let's go over some Heaven Sword confirms. So if you see the confirm, if you throw Heaven Sword and you see the confirm, you can do this. I like to do this. That's 5 BBB, 1, 2, 3, and then 5 sub into 5B. Like that. There's also, you can actually chain the 5 sub 5B, but you have to kind of like do immediate forward step into 5 sub again. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard actually. Whoops, I messed up. Let's see if I can do it. Almost. Oh. Yeah, you kind of just do forward step into, like a slight jump into forward step. It's not really something you need to know though. Quick combos. Let's go over some quick combos. Do anything into 5 sub. 8 sub, I should say. Or you could do this. That does 205. That's a better combo. could also do this. I do this a lot. 6B, 6B forward step, 6B, and 6B BB, and then 8 sub. If you want to go like a very quick down, you just do 6B forward, like step into either whip. Either forward or side. It doesn't matter. Tell me the master wake up options. You mean Oki? For his Oki, so you have so it depends on what they want to do, right? If people want to like challenge, or if they're gonna like wake up, do something other than run away, you can just smash melee. This is kind of like a level 1 option. Level 2 is sub BC and useful. Oh, this one. It's good for damage. It's good for building damage, but outside of that, it's gonna have to know if you're gonna get cut for it. Yeah, it's mainly for damage. I don't recommend it unless you know you can get away with it. So this is like one of his best confirms. That does 305. 305 off Heaven Sword. So if you don't want a 1v1 situation and you can get away with it, you can do that. This is also a basic combo too. 8 sub, 8B. So situations where you use 8B. Let's see. Because mainly you want to go for 6B, right? That's your main melee. 8B is used when is 6E gonna trade with real high priority stuff like Xia 8B on wake up. On wake up, I think. So if you do it too late, I think you will get actually stuffed. Your 6B will actually get stuffed, maybe. I don't think so. You could go for like, you could wait for the Xia to kind of like just press 8B and then try to do 5 sub. So I mean, I guess it depends. It depends. Yeah, if the Xia kind of just smashes on wake up, you can just kind of contest him, kind of like stop him from doing anything. Especially if they wake up immediately. Yeah, like that. Guys, you will have that advantage anyways. Where was I? Yeah, so 8B, yeah. The basic 8B confirms you do 8B side sub into whatever. 6B BB, or you could do 5BB. You could do that. 5B BB into 5 sub 5 sub melee, which is this. Or you could just go for a quick down. 6B BB. That does 215. If you want to go for, you can also end it with 8 sub. Yeah, so basically bread and butter is like anything into 8 sub. If you want to go for like a quick down or like a bound down. If you want to go for damage, you want to go for like Doctor's Finger confirm. Like that. You could do that. That was a bad combo, but you can, you could throw 2 Doctor's Finger like that. Yeah, because his high damage combos is actually just from Doctor's Finger. Yeah, like this. I did 8 sub into 2 Doctor's Finger, and that does 260. I think that was like your best damage from like a up whip starter. Because I think from 8 sub by itself, 6 BB does 200. I think, yeah, 200. You can also add that into with the Darkness Finger, like 2 hits of 6 BB into a Darkness Finger. That's 2 to 5. So if you wanna add damage, you kind of need to do 1 hit into double Darkness Finger. The more Darkness Finger you land, the more damage you kind of rack up, basically. So like this. Boom, 345. Because I landed the BC and I landed 2 Darkness Finger. So that's how my damage racked up. What else? What else? I guess side sub. Side sub usually is not the best in terms of like for self defense. You can use it. It's a good tool. But the thing is, the kicks are 5 sub into BC. These are the kicks. You really don't wanna go for these, to be honest. Yeah, so don't worry about these. You don't go for those. You just go for 6 BB into whatever. Like for now, because these were, you know, into I guess 8B. I guess so. Yeah, I'm not 100%. A 6. I think Master 6B would beat Exia. Cause sometimes I've seen it like hit me from behind. It's just weird. I guess it's like a matter of like a hitboxer thing. But usually, for the most part, I think 8B is kind of safe. Sorry, 6B against Exia. So you kind of need to like know like what. I mean, a lot of this, honestly, I'm gonna be really honest. A lot of like my like playtime with Master with me just testing out stuff. I'm like, oh, this is not working out, so let me try something else. Even like I can't really tell when to use 8B and when to use 6B. I can't really explain it. I don't know. It's like you kind of have to have a feel for it, I guess. Honestly, I'm not the best teacher when it comes to stuff like this. But it's I want to say it's like it's kind of like a field, I guess. Kind of just sense in situations where like this is probably not gonna work, so I need to do this, for example. But yeah, that's I guess basic rundown for now. I might actually go over like a very high depth combo guide, because there's a lot of combos with the Master you can go. Not to forget like the stuff in F burst. Oh, whoops. His main thing in F burst, 6 BBBB, 6 BBBB. Or you want to do the kick for the Zaz? I mean, sure, sure. Yeah, let's go over F burst stuff. So with F burst, I don't really go for fancy stuff in F burst. Mainly because I kind of want to use the timer, the F burst timer for my advantage. So let's say 8B starter, 6B BB, 6B BB. That does 307. Very simple. If I want to go for like safer combo variations, I do that. I do 8 sub, 6B BBB, and then forward step, and then to Darkness Finger. If I don't want to get cut, I do stuff like that. There is also semi-K. So with resets, if you want to use the F burst timer to your advantage, let's say you're in a very bad situation, right? Reborns is full health. This is your second life. Your full burst. This is your only burst, right? So I like to go for the reset. These kind of resets. From 6 BBB, or you can go start it from 8B. This is the easier version. Let me go with this. So let me try this. 6 BBB, 6 BBB, forward step, forward step, 5 sub into 2, and that's reset them. So after 3 seconds, the reset that timer is gonna go down, right? And you can reset them after that. With that, my 8B, there's 2 different combos that I go for. Sometimes I do 6B and then step, 1 hit. Yeah, that does 283, 273, depending on your you don't want to end it with like the last hit of 6B. After that, 2 hits of 6B and then you do the 5 sub. Or you could do forward step into main. Oh, that was supposed to be 1 hit. Supposed to be 1 hit. I messed up. Yeah, so you get the idea though. So 6B, forward step, 6B BB, 6B 2 hits, and then forward step. Wait, no, not forward step. It's side step, I think. Is it forward? I forgot. Yeah, like that. So by the time they fall to ground, the reset value is down again, and you can combo them off again into another combo. So you kind of take advantage of your burst gauge, basically. This is kind of like advanced stuff, though. I don't think you guys need to worry about this. I think for now you just need to focus on like what to do and how to kind of like approach. Oh yeah, CSB also. Sekiha. So with the Sekiha, you kind of want to throw it out mainly in situations where like you can't go in, or because honestly for me I don't really use Sekiha as much. You can also do stuff like that. You can actually combo from Sekiha if you're close, which is really good. It's really good, but sometimes, you know, you kind of have to know. Kind of have to be very, very close for it to work. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it for now. Yeah, you have these. Yeah. Oh! That's yeah, so basically I'm probably gonna do like a more extensive one, but this was like very basic master stuff. Right, so where is Aki-san?